The Pentagon Press Corps is staring down a deadline. Sign new restrictions on how they report or lose access entirely. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says it's just common sense security, but reporters argue it's intimidation that threatens the First Amendment. So here's the big question. Should journalists covering the U.S. military have to accept these new rules, or is this crossing a dangerous line?
I know I starting to sound like the Pete Hegseth fanboy here on the podcast, but I once again agree with him on this. I think it's common sense. I think the Pentagon, by definition, is America's security and infrastructure network, and it's responsible for the safety of our country. So I think that it is reasonable to say that they're going to limit what reporters can have access to or know about or release. I didn't. I read that whole thing, by the way, because it was a big deal was made of this, and I'm not really sure why. Probably because it was came from the Donald Trump administration, so the left decided that this is a terrible thing. But I didn't see any big, earth-shattering thing here. I mean, that's just my opinion. To me, it was common sense that they don't have access to as many. Rooms or geographic areas of the Pentagon, and they don't have access to a certain amount of information, and they're limited what they're allowed to say. I don't know. I didn't find anything weird. What was your thought on it?
Mine is a little different.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the middle, but I'm towards the left on this.
Okay.
There absolutely needs to be security measures in the Pentagon. But if you understand what the Pentagon is, yes, it is where all of the different services go to meet. But it was also created to be a place where the media could meet those people and interact with them and keep a pulse of things. Uh, when they talk about moving the rooms and stuff around, it sounds like, oh, we're just moving you from one side of the building to another. No, it's we're removing you from any access to the building basically, and we put you in this little corner. You might as well not even have an office. I believe that there should be security. I believe that we have secrets and we should protect them. But they are going a step too far. They are trying to control narratives and eliminate more than just the leaks. They're trying to prevent the news organizations from finding out about some of the strategies and ideas that are coming out of the Trump administration. That's why this also intersects with, in the same 7-day period, with the summit he had with the generals. He's basically he wants to move forward with some ideas that he doesn't want questioned until they're in action. It's hard to stop things that are in action. It's much easier to stop them beforehand. And all of this is towards that end, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree with you on that point, Phil. I mean, I think this entire thing is about.
I pay taxes. I deserve to know what the hell is going on within reason.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that all of this is a goal. The end goal here is to control the media and control the government from a strong arm position. As I said before, it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I think they're setting this all up for a control, whether that's a martial law situation, claiming that we're at war, we have an internal war against cartels or whatever you're going to claim. I think that, and I agree with what you said, Phil. It's a lot harder to stop something after it happens. If you can question it before they implement something, that's what they don't want. It's
And
similar to bombing or shooting down the boats, the Venezuelan boats.
and the big deal to me is them trying to have them sign these NDAs.
Hmm.
That is antithetical. That's the antithesis of what a press corps
Yeah, of
in
course
a
is. Yeah.
democratic society is.
Yeah.
It's free press. You are
Yeah.
literally putting shackles on them.
Yeah.
You don't you In order to succeed in what they're trying to say they're doing, you don't need NDAs. There's already law in place. A journalist who's gone to school has already been taught that there are certain things that if you're reporting them, you are a traitor to your country, and you can be. The rules are already there. They're
Hmm.
already been taken all the way to the Supreme Court. There's already been uh, precedent where a reporter has gotten information from not just a military person but someone of in power and dispersed that information, and it's been taken to the Supreme Court. Some stuff he can hold on to and never tell who his source is, and some stuff he can go to jail for. It's already
Hmm.
been clearly decided. So this NDA thing is basically to shut the press up. That
Hmm.
people should be really on this. How does free press have to sign an NDA? That's crazy.
Unfortunately, this is once again an example of the pendulum swinging the other direction, right? Because we're where we were before, and now we're swinging too far the other direction. And unfortunately for all of us, I think as Americans, the Trump administration understands this and is taking advantage of it while they can.